Hi, this is Tom, Disco farmer YouTuber.
Right, let me try and...
So when you're doing it, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're trying to tell people who are watching who you're with. I'm just trying to help. If you tell me to shut up, that's fine.
Right, go on then.
This is Tom Pemberton, a YouTuber and also a farmer. I follow him and
He makes videos.
he makes lots of videos.
I quite like his videos, maybe. Some of them.
His videos are really funny and exciting.
I'll take it, that'll do. Amazing.
Right.
So
Go on.
I've got a few questions for you.
Hit me.
What is the best variety of grass that you grow?
Oh, God, what a question. Probably, I'm a pretty basic farmer, so probably some Italian ryegrasses. Something that will grow well, a good sward, so we can travel in the winter because we're quite a wet farm.
What is the most recent development in agriculture that you are interested in and why?
The most recent development is probably the slurry technology. There is a new technology to take the nitrogen and phosphate out of slurry, so I think that's quite interesting. It'll be a big thing in our industry, especially me being a dairy farmer, and then taking the water out, putting the water away. It would mean more storage, and it would mean separating the two different products, so we can apply it when it's needed. It's not there yet, but I think it's really exciting.
How can we make dairy farming greener and more sustainable?
Probably what we just talked about then. You know, you can kind of separate it out and then you can apply it to your phosphate to fields that need it, or if they don't, you don't have to, and you can just put the N from it, the nitrogen. So I think that is a big thing. Pasture grazing, I think is really important that we need to do. Paddock grazing, sorry, so moving the cows across and not just letting cows eat a field of grass for about a week, just kind of moving them around. I think that's very good for the environment, especially the cows.
What do you think dairy farming industry will look like in 10 years' time?
I think the dairy farming industry, I think it's on the way up. I think farming's on the way up as a whole. I think people are really appreciating where their food comes from, which is really, really important. People like Clarkson's Farm, you've got Ollie, hopefully a little bit of myself as well, just showing people we got really away from where our food was produced, and I think in the last 5 years it's turned a corner, and hopefully in the next 10 years people start to really, really appreciate it. Fingers crossed.
What is the best thing you've done in your farming career?
Best thing we've done in farming career, I've done quite a bit in the last 5 years. It's been really, really exciting. So probably putting the new parlour up, because of the efficiency of the cows, with the collars and stuff, we can do feed to yield. So not cows that are not producing as much milk aren't getting too much cake. The ones that are producing more milk are getting the cake they need. The parlour's fantastic. The shed's fantastic, which we've just put up on at our farm just for cow comfort. So yeah, we've done quite a bit. Parlour and cow shed for us, yeah, really pushed on.
What is your favourite tractor model and why?
The favourite tractor that is realistic is probably the tractor we've just bought, which is a Case Maxim 150. A really, really good tractor. It's big, got plenty of power, but it kind of can just get around of our yard. The dream tractor would probably be a JCB Fast Track, which it's not really realistic for our farm, but it's really cool, and sometimes you've got to get the cool things.
Thank you.
No, thank you very much.
Now.
This is Ollie Harrison, a farmer in Liverpool, also a YouTuber. What do you do on your farm?
All combinables, wheat, barley, beans, oilseed rape, loads of diversification as well.
What is, in your opinion, is the best variety of wheat grown in Liverpool, and what is it used for?
At the moment it's probably Skyfall this year because it's got me out, because we could sow it late. But we'll see.
This is for primary school.
Oh right, it's got us out the mud. You can edit that.
What is the most recent development in agriculture that you are interested in and why?
Capstan nozzles on a sprayer, which is basically the nozzle opens at a frequency, so it's always the same pressure and the pulses. So if you speed up, it pulses faster. If you slow down, it pulses slower. That's where I'm going in a second to talk about that.
How are we going to make arable farming greener and more sustainable?
Does it need to be? We're already fixing stuff up, fixing nice. We're already sequestering carbon.
It's fine as now, but they're blaming it on all the cows, but it's all the planes and stuff.
No, I think we're already doing a good job. I don't agree.
What do you think the agricultural industry will look like in 10 years' time?
Hopefully it won't be full of drones, it'll have big tractors, but it might be both.
What's the best thing you've done in your farming career?
Driven a combine from John O'Groats to Land's End.
What is your favourite combine model and why?
Favourite what, sorry?
Combine model and why?
Class Lexia, because it'll drive from John O'Groats to Land's End perfectly.
Thank you.
Thank you, good to meet you.
I always say hello Fenlanders. So hello Fenlanders, I'm Daniel from Fenland Farming Adventures and I'm here with James. And James is going to do a little interview with me and I'm looking forward to it. Go on then James, fire away.
What, in your opinion, is the best variety of wheat grown in Cambridgeshire and what is it used for?
Which variety of wheat is grown
In
best?
your opinion.
Which, can I say my wheat varieties that I grow?
You can.
I am a half split between feed wheat and milling wheat. So Skyfall and Gleam are my two at the moment. The percentage of milling wheat that's grown in the UK is dropping. Last year it was 22%, this year it's 18%. So I'm kind of thinking that the premium price for milling wheat is going to go back up and even more, you know. So my next year's plan, I think I'm going to grow a lot more Skyfall. So I'm going to grow a lot more milling wheat. Feed wheat obviously is barn filling and it's rewarding. It feels rewarding when you fill the shed up with wheat and you feel like you've achieved, but then when you get the premiums for milling wheat, it makes up for it. So yeah.
What's the most recent development in agriculture that you are interested in and why?
Let's say the last purchase for my grading line for my potatoes and stuff is an automated bagging line. So yeah, that would be the number one thing I think is prime key in agriculture at the moment. More automation. It's sad, isn't it? When I was a kid, when I was your age, we had 25 people roaming around our farm. Now there's just me and Dad. So automation is key. I don't think small farms like myself are interested in the robotic tractors at the moment, but definitely like automating my grading line has been the one thing that's been a great success this year. So
how can we make arable farming more greener and more sustainable?
I think we can make farming more sustainable by less tillage, and I am currently I went to minimum tillage, a drilling setup, so I had a Grange toolbar and on the front of my drill, so I could go out and drill all my fields in one hit. And then unfortunately I've had blackgrass delivered to the farm since I bought that setup. So I think sustainability is minimal tillage and maximum reward. The soil definitely comes round to minimal tillage. My soil took about 7 or 8 years to come round to. Isn't it weird that the soil is a living structure? And my soil took about 7 or 8 years to come round to min-till, shall we say? And I think that's the way forward. It's as quick and as easy as you can do something. As for green, on my wish list is some kind of drill to go behind my mower. So when I go out and mow the verges for the council and make all the outsides of my fields look pretty, I want a little cedar or something so I can have some wild bird mix on. I don't like to take any of my soil out of production if I can, because my soil is so fertile that it produces such good return from every bit of it. So the only bits I've got to claim for, or whatever you want to call it, you know, or to do any good for nature is the verges and stuff around the outside of my field. So yeah, I think planting wild bird mixes and stuff around the outside of my fields is the way to do it.
Okay.
This is the best thing you've. What do you think in agricultural industry will look like in 10 years' time?
Far more automated. Yeah, talking about automation a second ago, you know, I think it'll be far more automated. I think the robotic tractors and stuff will come.
Sarah's.
I think the robotic tractors and stuff will become big soon, James. I think you'll be able to go out there with your PlayStation controller and mark out around the outside of your field, and you'll have a tractor and you can just go and put your feet up. I think more automation is coming thick and fast. I don't think there's too many different wheat varieties on the horizon, and to make life easier and fill your shed up quicker. Yeah, I think more automation. I think these robotic tractors and robotic milkers and automated grading lines and stuff is the way forward, mate. So, yeah.
What is the best thing you've done in your farming career?
Best thing I've done in my farming career is produce some wheat. One field of wheat produced like 18.3 tonnes a hectare on one field, and I was like totally in disbelief that the Fens could produce such a good yield. And I've done loads of things. I've made like simple little things I've made on the farm that make life so much easier, you know. And my YouTube channel as well. So I'm doing that to try and change the world a little bit for the greater good. And yeah, the thing that inspires me the most is when food price is high and I can invest. You know, I really like moving forward with the business. Through COVID and lockdown and stuff, the business wasn't moving forward. It was such a stagnant time. All right, we were still working and other people weren't, but yeah, you just didn't feel like you were getting anywhere. You know, 2-3 years of your life wasted, not going anywhere. So yeah, it's just good to be able to progress forward. So hopefully in the next few years I can buy some more land or something like that. And Dad's added to the farm, and I want to add to the farm, and you keep moving forward, mate. Yeah.
What's your favourite combine model and why?
When I was your age, I could always dream of having a 480, Class 480 Evo, and now we've got a Class 480 Evo. I'm not happy. We've got to keep going and bigger. So next thing on my wish list is kind of like a 580, which is a nice progression for us. But yeah, no, I like the Class combines, mate. I've had the John Deere combines as well, and they're a really good tool. So yeah. I mean, when I win the lottery, there will be signs that I'll spend it all on farming and stuff. So I'll have a bigger combine, and yeah, Class is the way forward for me. So, yeah, we done?
Thank you.
Cheers, James. Nice to meet you.